With the release of a next generation flight simulators such as a Microsoft Flight Simulator, we've seen a resurgence in the flight sim genre. Many people like to simulate a real-world aviation activities. In the real world, a lot of work is done behind the scenes to get commercial aircraft and passengers to their destination. It's a big task in airport operations and ground handling to get airliners ready to be pushed back. With the success of the next-gen flight simulators, we've seen a new sim on the horizon that simulates the day-to-day life of ground handlers that can rival the level of detail and immersion we have seen with the current flight simulators. In this video, we're going to take a look at AirportSIM. This is a new ground handling experience that is sure to excite any aviation geek or flight simulator enthusiast. So let's jump into the video. Before we jump into the nuts and bolts of this video, we try to bring you all the flight sim news in one place. So if that sounds right up your taxiway, please click that subscribe button. 70% of people that do watch the ausflightsimmer channel are not subscribed. This really helps support myself and it keeps the channel growing and growing. Thank you very much for your support. AirportSIM allows you to take on roles of various airport ground staff. The sim brings true to life visuals and operations, licensed vehicle, real airports and live weather conditions. When an aircraft arrives at the gate, this is usually the end of the adventure for the passengers, but it's just the start of the journey for the ground staff. Welcoming passengers, offloading baggage, refueling and pushing the aircraft back. These are just some of the tasks that await you in AirportSIM. Before we jump into the details of this new simulator, let's have a look at the team behind the development. MS Games and MK Studios have both partnered together to create this new ground airport experience. MS Games are a team of young, ambitious people that have been creating games since 2018 and focus on quality, not over quantity. That recent titles have been a Road Builder and also a Land of War. If you've been in the flight sim genre for some time now, you may have come across MK Studios, who have been creating high detail flight simulation, airports and scenery across many different flight simulators for many years, including Microsoft Flight Simulator. With this team, they have been able to secure other official licensed partnerships such as Airbus and Welcome Airport Services. AirportSIM is set to release sometime in Q2 2023 and it will set the bar with realism and graphical detail. The possibilities are endless with AirportSIM. You can choose various game modes such as Scenario Mode, which is a set of created scenarios that will happen at a specific time and weather. Many of them are based around real-world time schedules. Another mode is Free Roam, granting you the freedom of tasks being assigned at random from the beginning of the session that have the ability to be controlled by weather or daytime. Challenge mode is about keeping things in time with high accuracy, faces your scores against your friends and other players around the globe, and co-op mode. This allows you and your friends to inhabit as a role of ground service crews together. AirportSIM just doesn't focus on simulating real-world vehicles, it faithfully replicates existing real-world airports and aircraft. The development team have partnered with many companies in the aviation industry. Under their supervision, they've developed some of the most significant functions of real-world ground handling for the sim. Have you ever wondered what it would be like standing on a tarmac in gale force winds or a violent thunderstorm? Sun, fog, rain or snow, all these conditions have an impact on the dynamic of the operations, thus impacting the difficulty of what you would face in the simulator. AirportSIM allows you to choose from live weather, which is pulled from active meteorology data sources such as METAR, or standalone configuration where you can choose the weather conditions you would like to work in. The development team over at AirportSIM plans to come up with a bunch of different airports for you to work in, including Warsaw, Keflavik and Key West, just to mention a few. Additional airports are to come, but they'll be released down the line as DLC releases. Licensed vehicles models have been recreated on the manufacturer's documents and blueprints to make these things as realistic as possible, because these are your working tools. The world's most popular aircraft have been included as well, which is the Boeing 737-800 and also an Airbus Neo. The team are also focused on realistic simulations and positions of the sun depending on the geographical position and date and time that you're in. Accurate in-game tasks have been developed around document knowledge and interviews with real-world ground airport staff and companies. Many A-grade simulator titles can customize things just the way that you like them. In AirportSIM, you will have the ability to create your own flight schedules and assign tasks to them. You can even create your own aircraft paint schemes. Both of these can be shared with the AirportSIM community and others to enjoy. AirportSIM is slated to release within the second quarter of 2023. Since the team announced the project early in 2022, which is part of the third and second last phase of its development strategy, the team have been very active in showcasing the behind the scenes and developing as they apply the finishing touches before the scheduled release. Each month or so, the team have been updating us on different aspects of the in-game modes, on how to refuel aircraft, taking care of a Boeing 737 MAX, and dev diaries showcasing the Sim's 3D designs. They're just some of the few things they've been letting us into the world of AirportSIM. All of this is designed to build hype for the sim and showcase gameplay and features. If the AirportSIM is even half as good as what it has seen from the behind the scenes regarding detail, features, systems and fidelity, this sim will aim to disrupt the genre. AirportSIM can be found over at Steam, and with a planned release it will be available for PC and Xbox. The team over at MS Games plans to take part in Steam's Next Fest, which starts on the 6th of February in 2023, where they will make an official demo of AirportSIM available over in Steam. If you are excited about AirportSIM as much as we are, please let us know in the comments below, and let us know if you'd like us to follow the development more closely. Please hit that subscribe button for more flight simulator content, and stick around as we check out a next video. If you like this one, I think you'll like that one, and I'll see you over there.